Chava, the daughter of Moshe. After Ma'ariv, there's mezonot and drinks that he brought in one of his mother's yard side. Interesting question. If someone says to someone, I'm going to sell you my house, is that enough to say he's committed to do so? Is it done? Or does the guy have to actually write it in the contracts, give him money? Or is the words itself, I'm selling you a house, that obligates you to sell the house?
Has to be some sort of transaction.
So interesting halacha. According to halacha, saying something is not, it doesn't have the ability that it's done already. So if you say, I'm selling you a house, the fact that you say you're selling a house doesn't do anything. It has no effect on the sale. Till you actually give money, until you sign a contract, then there's a sale according to Torah. Right. This is only when it's dealing with sale, but when it comes to tzedakah, no. I'm saying really how this is the Rambam today. Tzedakah goes like this. If you have $100 in your bank account or $200, and you say, I am giving $100, according to halacha, when you say I'm giving, it's already a done deal. And therefore, if God forbid the person dies that committed, you have to take it from the estate. Even though it's something that he committed to, not the children. But since he said that he's giving 100, according to Torah, saying to Hashem is like giving the contract in a sale. So the saying that I'm giving $100, if you have that money somewhere, then it's as if it's already an obligation that's already done. So the money is already belongs to tzedakah. So the fact that the guy passes away still doesn't change the status of the money. The money is already belongs to tzedakah, the fact that he said it. When it comes to a sale, you have to do a contract, you have to do an exchange, whether it's money, whatever you have to do for exchange to be a sale. But when it comes to hektish, to tzedakah, the verbal is like the sale. The verbal is like the transaction. The verbal is like it's done. So therefore, the person is obligated, even if the person passes away, the estate has to give the $100 because it's not theirs. It's already tzedakah. So therefore, this is only if you have the money. But what happens if you pledge of something that you might have? Like you say, if I make this deal, I'll give you $100,000. So then it's a different status. Then it's not considered like you gave it already, because you don't have it. If you don't have it, so you're saying it's something that you might have. But then you have to keep your promise. Once a thing has happened, you have to keep your promise and give it. But then if the person dies before he keeps his promise, the estate is not obligated. Because since he did it before he had the money, so that means it wasn't yet done. It's just that he has to keep his promise. The guy passes away before he keeps his promise, so the state doesn't have to pay for it. So therefore, the Torah, according to the Rambam, when you commit to tzedakah, you should give it right away. So you don't have a problem. Give it as soon as you commit, right away you give the tzedakah. So then, there is the concept that whatever you said is already done, and give it. It belongs already to the receiver before you even continue. So Hashem should help. That first of all, we should be able to have what to give. And then when you do have in mind to give it right away. So like this, your saying is an action.
What if you don't actually verbalize it, but you just think that you're going to give that?
He says verbalization. He didn't say about thinking. Thinking, it's hard to say that it obligates the person. But saying it is already, amirasoi, is like a kind of a commitment. Thinking, it's a good feeling, but to say that you're obligated because you thought of it, I don't know if the Torah is mechayev you. It's something that you yourself, but it's not they could take it from the estate. It's like if I thought I'm giving tzedakah, the estate is not obligated.
If someone pledges tzedakah and doesn't have the money, and the person goes to Beis Din, can the Beis Din send him to slavery for this?
No, he doesn't have it. It's only if he had it, then it's obligated.
So what happens?
He has to keep his promise when he gets the money.
So there's no penalty?
No, only if he has it, then he has to give it.
can wait-in force you to pay stuff?
Yeah, if you have it. According to the Rambam, yeah, the Rambam says they go to your estate and they take it against your will, in front of you,
With
the
trickle
Shabbos.
damage.
With the business fee, the court fee, the service charge,
There you go.
the whole thing.
Interest.
about
It's like here.
100,000
It's
just
like
for the
thing here.
service charge. You know, they give you everything for free, they just charge you for the service.
Right.
So I get the bill, the service 100,000, but they didn't charge for the item. They just charged for the shipment and handling. Shipment and handling is $100,000. Never heard of such a thing. And it's a free item. You get it for free. It says free. No cost, only shipping and handling. Voila, I make so much money on shipping and handling. He is
The whole thing is shipping and handling.
The whole thing.
I'm not kidding.
The handling.
That's the business
That's the
model.
whole business.
And try and return nothing.
Things,
Right.
shipping